Welcome or welcome back to the Unraveling Soprano. I'm Heather, and today is a surprise video. I did not actually think I was going to have time to do this, but I forgot I had. So it's right if you're not watching this as it has come out. We're in the week between Christmas and New Year's, that week where say like 90% of the country has no idea what day it is. Working in retail, I do know what day it is, but I didn't think I was gonna have time for this because I still am finishing gift knits. Okay, so I have one gift knit left to knit. The rest are blocking. And actually, I don't know if you can see this. I have socks blocking in the background. It's very wet. Shouldn't have lifted it up. I'm gonna mess it up. But yeah, so today what we're gonna do is we're gonna talk about my 2024 knits, like what I got done, and what went well, what didn't go well. Before I actually get into that, I do want to update on a project that I'm hoping will be a 2024 knit, but we're running out of days. We're running out of days. So this is my deep wood sweater. I have finished a sleeve. Look at this sleeve. So true Heather, in true Heather form, fashion, I ignored the pattern for the sleeve. I did decreases up until 23 stitches on either end of the beginner marker before the cable, and then I just knit straight down because I was trying it on as I went, and I realized because this has much less ease than the pattern intended. Like, I think this has like 0 to negative ease. Actually, I think it's negative ease. So as I was um knitting it, I was trying it on. I was like, I don't think I want to go down to a super tight sleeve. So I just have 46. Yes, because 23 plus 23 is 46. Yes. I have 46 stitches between that are just stockinette, and then I have my normal cable. But the cable's looking really great. I don't know if you can see it. Stop looking at my face. Look at the thing. I'm also really far away from the camera. Sorry about the crinkling. But yeah, it's good. And then I just did my typical almost balloon cuff because I just love how that looks. I have one more sleeve to go. I wanted this to be a New Year's Eve sweater. That's not happening. Maybe. It's possible. If I didn't have anything else to knit, yes, it'd be possible because I have some days off. Because now that we're out of, like, oh my gosh, I need a Christmas present, I'm allowed to take a little bit of time. It's now return season in retail, but I'm allowed to take a little bit of time. So it's possible I'm going to get this done. I just don't think it's probable because I also have those baby mitts that I want to knit up that I probably should start soon. So that is the work in progress. The next, my chair is all whopper jaw. All right, I'm set. So we're gonna go through all the knits I have, and I say that I don't have my laptop in front of me. So we're gonna go through. It's not gonna be in chronological order because I have no idea. Like, I've just started notating things on Ravelry. Like, I've used Ravelry for years, but I haven't actually taken pictures, and I'm not great. There's there's 3 projects on here that are completely done that I don't have pictures for on my Ravelry. Just because I like putting them on my mannequin instead of me. Because one, it looks better, and 2, like, I can take a better angle. It's just what I prefer. But I didn't I have not been great at putting in the correct dates. I know what I've knit this year, but don't necessarily know what order. But we're gonna start with what I'm wearing. I'm wearing the Winter Moonlight cardigan. Um, and this has been the surprise hit. Sorry, I need to figure out what's going on here. Ugh. All right. This has been the surprise hit of the year. I did not think I was going to like this sweater. I used West Yorkshire Spinners Electric Blue Color Lab yarn, which is a DK with Drops Kid Silk, Kid the mohair. When I was knitting it up, I was like, this is really itchy. I really don't like mohair. And I would say in general, I don't particularly love mohair. I would rather work with an alpaca. But it's, I just find myself gravitating towards this a lot. I don't know if it's just because it's just easy to wear because you just kind of throw it on. I don't know if it's because the color. I love this color. The mohair isn't a navy, and so I thought that when I was knitting this up, I was like, it's a chance. It's going to be a marl. Do I like marl? I don't pretend. Am I gonna sneeze? I might edit that out. I might keep it. Sorry. Where's my hands? I just sneezed in my hands. So I thought I wasn't gonna like the marling. I love the marling. I think that it takes because this is a. I have another sweater that's in this electric blue, and it is bright and punchy, and I like it, but it's almost of a color that like that particular sweater. I don't know if it's the color that makes me not want to wear it as much, or the very open neckline. I think it might be the very open neckline because I can't really wear a bra, which is a problem. Like a big problem. Because it just it just peeks out. But anyways, so this one, it's really great. The construction, I remember being a pain in the ass. And I think I just said like the last one that I try not to cuss, and I just did. Sorry. It was pain in the butt. And it was mostly because like I think you did this first, and then it's a lot of purling because you are knitting. No, it's not a lot of purling. That's why I picked this. It's garter stitch. You do this back and forth, and it just took I want to say it took like 3 months. And I was like, I'm gonna do this thing, and I'm not even sure if I'm gonna wear it. And I ended up wearing this so much. And I also knit this at the end of winter, so like February, March, and I had to put it away, and so it sat in a bin for several months. And so I was like, I don't even know if that's gonna be a thing that I'm gonna use. And then I brought it out, and I just anytime I just need a little bit of extra warmth, I gravitate towards this. So it has been a win. I love it. So great. My next knit that I want to talk about, I think the next knit that I actually did was the Orinco sweater. This is the Orinco sweater. Mixed feelings. I think I knit this too big. I like the drape. I love the color. The color is amazing. I knit this. I think it would have been the appropriate. It would have been the appropriate size if I hadn't lost weight this year. I lost a little bit of weight, and now it just kind of hangs on me, and I I don't know if I would make this again because again, you use a provisional cast on, and that while I'm glad I learned the technique, it was just a little bit fiddly. Um, I am gonna see if I can style this spring, because again, like I'm not wearing it right now because it's a little, because the sleeves are short and because the V is so it like it's pretty deep. Since it's so deep, I don't gravitate towards this because it's not as warm. But it's an amazing spring knit, and I even can wear this in the summer. I want to see if there's a way I can style it with a shirt underneath that makes it look a little less like just a little less oversized. I feel like if it's layered with something and tucked into a shirt, then maybe I can like bring in the waist a little bit, and then I won't feel like I'm falling out of my clothing, because that's kind of what I feel like when I wear this. But it's such a pretty. I just love the yarn. I love the color. Um, I love this knit. I just wish it fit better. And like that's, I always just need to keep. And I think I made this in a small, but because I'm such a loose knitter, I think I just always have to um err on the side of down a size, right? Um I could possibly put this in the wash and see if it'll shrink. I think that's dangerous. So I'm not going to do it because I think I would be very sad if this shrank so much or got felted in a weird way that I would no longer wear it, because I do, this color just is like so good. I mean, I guess I could knit it again. I could get more. It's Knit Pick Stroll. I could get this again, but I don't want it. I want to see if I can figure how to wear this. Maybe I could just take it in, like sew it. If you have any suggestions on how, let me put it on. So let me put it on. Okay. So this is okay. I guess it's not that bad. Okay. I don't know what I'm remembering. This is what, it's fine. I think what it is, I wore this for headshots, and I think I wore it after it had been worn a couple times, and I had not blocked it. And I have since blocked this sweater again, and it has like shrunk up because it's a superwash yarn, and superwash yarn grows over time. But now that I'm seeing it on camera, it's fine. It's a little big in the arms. Why don't I wear this? It's great length. All right. So you know what? I should try on everything as I go for this video, because maybe I'll remember why I wear things. Um, at least if I'm like positive that I don't like the construction, I'll try it on for you. But if I know I love it, I'm not gonna try it on. So yeah, this is great. Love it. All right, I'm gonna change in the next one. All right, be right back. Okay, the next sweater I want to talk about is the Wishbone sweater from Veronica Lindbergh. I love this sweater. I will probably make this pattern again because I own it now, and um, it's just a really great end product. I love the little modifications I made. Like I folded. Am I wearing this correctly? I think I am. I folded over the collar, so I knitted it up higher, and then I folded it over. What I love about that is that there's just some more space because I have a short neck, and I feel like this actually makes a mock neck look really great on me. The only issue I have with this is the sleeve length. It's slightly short, like slightly. I could unravel. I have this yarn. I could knit another like half inch. I'm not going to. I just can't see myself doing it. I just can't see it like I can't see myself doing it because it's not, it is mildly annoying, but it's not that annoying that I'm actually going to do it. I think that I would rather just have this one be slightly shorter and then knit this again in like a color in another, like, I don't think I'm gonna get it done for 2025 because I have a ton of stuff that I want to get done for 2025. But I could see myself like knitting this in a bright, punchy color, and then knitting those sleeves relatively long. But yeah, this is the Wishbone sweater. I love it. The process was great. This is my first cable knit project. It is not perfect. Is it stained? No, it's just a fuzz. It's not a perfect sweater. I definitely messed up right as soon as I started the cables. The only critique I have of this sweater, and not even really a critique, is that maybe this shouldn't be your first cable project, is that because it's knit top down, if you're getting used to the idea of cables and you make a mistake, it's going to be right here. Like it's going to be right where everybody can see it. And that could be a problem if you are easily annoyed by stuff like that. I'm not, so I'm not going to worry about it. If you do a bottom up construction, then while the fit can sometimes be awkward, you're getting used to the cable pattern as you go up, and then by the time you get to your neck, you've like perfected it. So that would be my only pause on if you're thinking about knitting this pattern. If you've never done cables before, really practice the cables and a gauge swatch. Um, really like figure out what you're doing, and if you can gauge swatch in the round, do that, because because it's done in the round, that's probably the closest you're going to get to the best practice. I gauge swatched in flat because I still haven't figured out how you actually gauge swatch in the round, but I do think that that would be the best way to get an accurate practice, because it's just going to feel different if you're doing it flat because it's you're purling when you would be normally knitting. But yeah, so I really love the sweater. It was a win. All right, I'll be right back. All right, so next is my must-have cardigan by Patons. It's a cable work cardigan I did in fisherman's wool. This is a huge success. This did not take as long as I thought it would. I thought this was going to be like several month project. It may have taken me 2 months, but it's done in pieces and then stitched together. And I think that might be my preferred cable method. Like unless it's a really simple cable pattern, I feel like if it's intricate like this, I like doing it in pieces. For a couple reasons. One, I think my tension is different. It's much, I think it's tighter. I think my tension is tighter when I'm working flat than versus knitting in the round. And I think that I was able to feel like I had a little bit more control. Um, because if I messed up a cable pattern, I'm only like tinking back or frogging back or going back on that particular piece and not like the entire garment. So I love it, and it's very warm, great for like deep winter. The yarn initially I felt was very scratchy. Now that it's actually winter and it's not like 80 degrees outside, I don't find it itchy at all. I'm wearing a tank top underneath this, and I am fine. Wouldn't normally wear a tank top underneath this, but that's mostly just because I don't want to have to continually wash my knits in the winter. I kind of do. I wash them when they finish them, and then I do a wash at the end of the season. So like, and we might do a video about that where I'd show you how I prep my knits before they go away. If they're like a 3-season knit where I might have them in the spring, I'll just put them away before summer. But like this is going to be only fall winter. So at the end of the winter and sometime in the spring, I will wash this. I'm not going to wash it beforehand, unless I like spill something on it. But it's like so dark that I doubt that I would do that. Because wool is naturally antimicrobial, and if you wash it too much, you're gonna get less wear out of it because there's more chance of it felting, especially because this is a non-superwash wool. It's not treated to be put in the washing machine. And if any heat gets to it, it's like the yarn is marketed as something that's great for felting. So I want to try to keep this out of water as much as possible. But I am super pleased. I think this is going to be a heirloom cardigan. I think I'm going to get like decades of wear out of this. And what's also great is because it's in the fisherman's wool, if I ever get like a place that's worn thin and I need to darn it, the yarn is available and it will be available. It's like Lion Bread's like bestseller, so I can't see it going anywhere. But yeah, so I'm actually going to not try on my last two sweaters because they will mess up my head wrap because they're over the head type things. And my hair is a state. This week between Christmas and New Year, my hair is just a hot mess. So I don't want to have to redo this. So I'm just going to change back into my Moonlight cardigan. I will be right back. So my next sweater that I want to talk about is my peacock sweater. So this I knit up at the beginning of the fall, I think. Said this in previous videos. I have not gotten a whole lot of wear out of this. I like the yarn. It's not like an itchy yarn. It's like a little itchy, but like not any itchier than what I'm currently wearing. And I fixed the neck, so the neck now lies better. It's like tighter. I'm wondering if the reason why I don't particularly wear this is because it is so open, like the lace is open, and it's not a particularly thick yarn. It's like would be great for spring. It's like a very like this reads very spring to me and not particularly fall or winter. So I think that that's the reason why I don't wear it. Another reason I think is a lot of the bras I have, this might be TMI, have that like little plastic piece that or metal piece that like makes it into a convertible bra, like where you can like crisscross the back. And I am very worried that it is going to snag the lace on this. And so I need to wear a tank top. And when I wear the tank top, I'm not always sure if I like the tank top color peeking out, so I have to like there's only a couple of tank tops I can wear with this. It's just a fiddlier piece. It also gets kind of wrinkly. I don't know if you can see that. Yeah, you can definitely see that. I just have this folded in my dresser drawer and it just kind of gets super wrinkly, so it's not it's just not a throw on and go piece. It's fiddly, and also I think that this again is just a little bit big. If I tuck it into pants and blouse it out, it's fine. But I can't really wear it untucked. So it's fiddly. It might be exactly what I want in the spring. This is like a to be determined if this gets a lot of wear. I hope it gets a lot of wear because I like the yarn and I like the lace pattern's beautiful. And yeah, the pattern itself, once you figure out what you're doing with the lace, it's great. It's a really easy pattern. I like the fact that it's a yoke sweater. I think it's raglan and creases, but like you can't really see the raglans because of maybe it's actually a yoke because you're making increases. But I like the construction. I like the end product. I just don't love wearing it at the moment. So I'm hoping that in the spring this is going to be what I gravitate for, because I tend to like more lacy feminine pieces in the spring anyways. So we'll see. I love these buttons, little gold buttons. I only use two because the neck is shorter, but I'm hoping I get more wear out of this than I currently have gotten. Next is my Turtle Dove 2 sweater. And I have so many feelings about this sweater. So, this is what it looks like. This is done. Let me put the neck up. This is done in fisherman's wool in their birch tweed. And when I bought this, I thought this color was great on me. I think I was deceived by the color I was wearing because I think because like this, I don't look particularly washed out, but it's because you can kind of see the blue, and the blue is better suited to my skin tone. When I'm just wearing this, it is an awful color on me. Like it is just awful. I like the fit. So I like the really deep raglan. I didn't think I would, but I do. I like that on me. It does function as like a cozy piece and like just bumming around the house. The neck is incredibly itchy, so I need to wear something underneath it. I'm gonna try to buy like a mock neck short sleeve shirt because if I'm wearing this in February, that is something that is feasible. I can see myself wearing a cotton mock neck underneath this, but this color is not it. So I think what I'm going to try to do is I think I'm gonna dye it. I'm a little worried about dyeing it because RIT dyes are not particularly made for wool because you have to use heat. Um, and I think you have to use heat with all the dyes, so like there's a possibility of felting. Um, the commercial dyes you can buy are not, they're much better suited for cotton and plant-based fibers than they are for protein-based fibers. For protein-based fibers, you want to use an acid. I am not looking to purchase, like that is just way too much. That's way too much prep and um like supplies and money to figure out acid dyeing. But then I read something online that Kool-Aid is an acid dye. And I was like, yeah, I am down for spending about $5 on several packets of Kool-Aid. I like that it's food safe. I don't have to buy any special equipment. I can just Kool-Aid dye this. So the worst thing that can happen is that the sweater gets ruined. It is a very economical yarn. The pattern was not hard. Like I think this took me like a week maybe. So I don't feel like the time investment would be that where I'd like cry if it just suddenly like was um ruined. Um the monetary investment was not very, I think it was under $20. So I think this is a really good candidate for trying some Kool-Aid dyeing. So I think I'm going to do that in the new year. Because I do think that if it was a brighter color, I think I would wear it more. As for what color, I'm kind of waffling between a couple colors. I think a purple might be nice. I do want an orange sweater in my collection because I like the color orange and I think it is a color that I can pull off, or like a brighter green. And I like those. I'm not going to do a red, even though I'm sure that that's the most popular, but I just think that if I used a red, that some of these Tweety bits are going to get lost in the red. And because there are so many different types of red, there's a more of a way that like that can go sideways and the color not good look good on me. And um then what do you do? Like you can't like you can't pull back. I mean, I guess I could over dye it with blue and then make a purple, but part of me would just rather just stick with colors that are I know will work with my skin tone. I know that most purples I look okay in, most greens I look okay in. And while there are definitely oranges that would be too muted for me, I don't think you're gonna get a muted orange with Kool-Aid. Like you're gonna get an orange. You're gonna get like a highlighter orange, which I think I can work with. So I'm not positive. I mean I'm leaning more towards purple because I think it's the safest option. Um, because honestly I know what flavor to get of Kool-Aid. I just get grape. Um, Grape or mixed berry. So yeah, that's what I'm thinking in the new year. We're gonna dye this and see what happens. Also, I like the fact that like this since this has a cool undertone, that might work well better with purple than with an orange. Like it might look more brown with an orange. I don't know. Let me know what are your thoughts? What color should I dye this? Is purple the way to go, or should I do something different? Also, have you done this before? Have you ever Kool-Aid dyed um, yarn? Like, is this a hot mess? I'm doing it either way. I'm gonna bring you along with me. But if it's gonna be a hot mess, I'd like to know beforehand so I don't get like so emotionally attached. And if I ruin the sweater, I ruin the sweater. I mean, I don't love ruining like stuff, but like I'm not gonna wear it anyways. Like it's got too many things. It's got the scratchy neck. Um, I don't love the color, and the yarn wasn't that where I'd like feel like, oh, I need to wear it because the yarn was expensive. Um, so I can remake this. And I think that also, even if the Kool-Aid ruins the sweater, I think it's still biodegradable. Because there's no, I don't think, you know what, I'm not positive about the tweed. Tweed might be polyester. So, I don't know. But, we're going to see. We're going to have some fun with this. Now on to accessories and things that are not garments. I have no idea what some of these are called. One moment. So this is the Blushing Birches neck that I made a couple weeks ago, a month ago. I don't love this. In like full transparency, the color's fine. I just don't wear it because it's not tight enough around my neck. Like it does this cowl thing. And if I'm using it predominantly to keep my neck warm, I don't feel like it does it. Like it doesn't do the thing. It hasn't really gotten that cold where I am wearing my coat and I feel like I really need something around my neck. So I haven't really found a use for it yet. But it's kind of a fail, which is frustrating because I really wanted to like this. Also, I might not be a neck person. Like I might not be this like this accessory might not be for me. So don't love this. Bit of a fail. Construction was fine. Like I did the thing. Like it's fine. It's super wide. And that could be a gauge thing because I didn't gauge swatch. I'm not gonna put this on my head, but I've honestly I've put this on my head so many. I've tried this on in front of you all so many times. But this is the Cardinal Song hat. This was a big win. I wear this a lot. It looks really great. My coat's white, so it looks really great. I look like a big old snowman, and I'm here for it. I'm here for that snowman life. Have any of you seen that Netflix show about the sexy Frosty? I have not. I've just seen like I think that might be something I watched this week. Ridiculous. Um, I don't look like a sexy Frosty. I look like just a big old snowball. It's fine. The next project I want to talk about is the Maxine hot water bottle cover. Love this. I took this off the hot water bottle. Can't remember why I took it off, but I did. And I've been using my hot water bottle a lot, so this is great. I think that my tension got weird, but for the most part, it's great. Love it. The last knit that I worked on, and I'm not including gift knits because those have gone to the actual recipients, and um, I don't feel like had enough time. I don't since I'm not wearing them. I don't want to review them because I haven't had enough time. So a lot of these things I've had for at least 2 months now, and I feel like that's enough time to like give an honest like, do I wear this thing? Does it hold up? Is the yarn good? But the last one I want to talk about is my shouldering autumn blanket. This was such a pain in the butt to do, but I use it every day. Like it is the blanket. I use it as a shawl over my shoulders if I'm like not if I'm wearing a tank top and I'm in bed and I'm just knitting. I use it when I'm curling up and watching a movie. I get so much use out of this. I am so happy I made it. Um, it is the perfect size for just like a couch blanket. Sorry, my lighting just got real weird. Um, it's the perfect size for a couch blanket. I do see myself possibly knitting another blanket, like out of maybe the white fisherman's wool at some point, because I have to have this idea for a blanket that I've seen on Ravelry, but it's just like a bunch of different squares that you knit together, and then you like, and the squares are all different stitch patterns. I don't really want to go with what I don't want to pay for that pattern, or it might be a free pattern, but I don't want to deal with the pattern. I kind of want to make up my own um, stitch squares and like my own pattern. But I don't particularly need another blanket because I have that quilt project that's got to be something I finish in 2025. Um, uh, so I don't think I need another bedspread. So that might be a 2026 project. I want to see how much wear this blanket gets, and if it holds up. Because if it holds up, how many blankets does one really need? Two? Three? Can't be more than three for an individual. But yeah, so that is everything I've made, and I think it's been a pretty great year. I think I've learned a lot of new skills, and I think my knitting has gotten better. The fit has gotten better. I think just the difference between like the must-have cardigan to the wishbone sweater, like the fit is just so much better with the must-have cardigan. And figuring out what style of knitting that I actually prefer. I'm surprised that I like knitting flat, but I think it's because I have that background in sewing. And so sewing up pieces doesn't scare me at all. It's just like, oh, I just whip stitch it. I don't even know if I'm doing it the correct way. I just stitch it together. Um, but I have a lot of things planned for 2025. A lot of projects, a lot of fun things, a lot of extra videos, and I'm just really thankful that you all came along for the ride this year. And if you have any suggestions on what you want to see from my channel in the future, just let me know in the comments below. If you have not already, please subscribe and like. And I will see you in 2025. All right, until next time. Bye!